Hey guys, Masterson here and welcome back to another video. So today in this video, I did want to apologize before we got started because I have not been uploading a lot. I haven't been making any videos. The reason being, first of all, I got a fish. His name is Loki. Be sure to check out my Instagram. You guys can see some story posts about him. But I've been getting him comfortable and stuff like that. But also, I just have a lot of in real life stuff going on at the moment. And I kind of wanted a little bit of a break. So I hope you guys aren't too mad about that. I feel like every YouTuber deserves a break, otherwise you're gonna burn yourself out. So that's why I've just been on a little bit of a break. I just wanted to chill for a bit before trying to get back into YouTube. I am back for the most part, so just look out for new videos. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right into this video. So basically, I'm going to be telling you guys my least favorite Star Stable horses. I tend to not make these type of videos because I like to be very positive about Star Stables because they do work very hard on these models, and I don't want to be a hater towards them. I know how that feels. So just keep in mind that I am in no way hating on these horses. I actually like most of these horses. They're just considered my least favorite, whether it be through animations or maybe the model isn't my favorite. But it's perfectly okay to have least favorite horses without having to hate on Star Stable. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I just wanted to share my opinion with you guys because I've seen other YouTubers doing this. So I thought I would hop on the trend. So first on the list are the Icelandics. Now I'm not too sure if I'm going to get much hate for this. I do think a lot of people like the Icelandics, so it's kind of an unpopular opinion. The reason I don't like the Icelandics are just because the model is a little outdated now, and I feel like they could do such a good job with them if they were to remodel them. I'm not the biggest fan of the fur, but of course I do love the toe, so I would definitely like to see this horse remodeled. I think they could make it look so cool. And once again, I apologize if any of you are a huge Icelandic fan. People have been guessing that the new spoilers for the pony is an Icelandic, so that's kind of like a hint towards the community wanting a new one. But let's move on since we are talking about ponies. The next quote-unquote horse is a 𝒴𝓃 pony. I'm not the biggest fan of the 𝒴𝓃 starter ponies. The reason being they're just really chubby and short, especially on Star Stable. Our characters riding the chubby, short ponies is just very weird looking. So they're definitely not my preference. I don't judge anybody that do like them because they're cute. They're short and stocky and fluffy. It's just I don't really like the body style for it. But we're not gonna body shame those poor little ponies. They're still cute regardless. Next on the list is most of the magic horses. The most recent magic horses have been really cool, but some of the older ones I'm just not the biggest fan of. For example, the fire ones, I think they were like the first 𝒴𝓃 magic horses, and I just didn't really like them. I know I got one, but now that I look back on it, I probably regret getting that horse the most out of any horse I have because I never ride it and I just don't really like the colors. And that could just be because it's on a Mustang body, which definitely needs to be updated because Mustangs are such beautiful horses, and I don't think the Star Stable model of a Mustang does it justice. But that's not it. Of course, there are other magic horses like the Shire versions of the magic horses, which I also am not the biggest fan of, and that will actually lead me into my next one, which are the Shires. Don't get me wrong, I am a draft horse fan, but I just think that Star Stable Shire horses do not live up to the Clydesdales and the 𝒴𝓃 wild horses, which are newly updated draft horses that look way better than the Shires. So hopefully they'll update the Shires and I'm sure they will look amazing. I think Shires should definitely be a priority to Star Stable's remodeling because Shires hold the record for the largest horse breed, so they're very important in the horse community considering they've broken records before. So I would like to see Star Stable update the Shire horses. I think they could do a really good job. Obviously the Shire horses in Star Stable are a good representation of their height. It's just I wish the body model was a little bit better. They did add those horses a long time ago, so we can't really complain. I'm just hoping that they eventually update them. For that, I do think they'll be updating them. It might not be in the near future, but it will be in the future for sure. Next up is the 𝒃𝓃. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Appaloosa colors and coats, so it's nothing against the coats. I really like their coats. The issue I have with the 𝒃𝓃s is that their body style kind of looks like an Andalusian, but it's just not as good as the Andalusian. It's like a shorter and stockier Andalusian. Same animations and everything, it just lacks obviously the special animation that Andalusians have. So to put it lightly, it's like the Walmart Andalusian. But like I said, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Appaloosa coats, so I do hope they add Appaloosas in the future. I would definitely get them. I ride Appaloosas in real life all the time. They're one of my favorite breeds. And 𝒃𝓃s are the closest we have, so I do have a blanket 𝒃𝓃. Kind of waiting for the leopard one. I think it's in the app, but I do like the leopard Appaloosa Appaloosa coat in real life. So maybe the Knapstrapper does it justice. I don't know. I haven't really seen it yet, but we'll just have to see about that in the future. Hopefully they do add Appaloosas, and I'll be way more satisfied with that. Of course, Knapstrappers are really pretty horses. Just once again, they are on my list for least favorite just because they're basically Andalusians, just don't look as fancy. And last but not least are the Fjord horses. I am gonna get so much hate for this because so many people love the Fjords, but I've just never been the biggest fan of their coats. They don't really look very fluffy, they just look plastic almost. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Fjord horses in real life. I know a lot of people like the older models better than the newer models, which is very rare. Most people tend to like the newer models of horses, but in this situation, people tend to like the older Fjord model, and I get why, because the older one does have fur texture and the new one just doesn't really. It's kind of fluffy and you can tell, but something about the new Fjords just doesn't really look right. It's not very realistic in my opinion. I do think obviously maybe if they just re-updated the coats a little bit, then they would look very good because the model itself isn't bad at all. I'm just not the biggest fan of the fur texture, and I definitely think that's a very easy fix. They could possibly just run a patch like they did with the Tracaners where they just fixed the gates on everybody's horses. You didn't have to rebuy it or anything. Maybe they could do that with the Fjords because like I said, the model itself isn't bad. I just think the coats are what sets me off. Certain coats do look really good though, like the dark gray one, but I happen to have a white one and that was definitely a mistake of mine, so that could just be my own fault. Maybe if I had a gray one I would like it better because I do tend to like the gray ones when I see them. So maybe Star Stable will run some kind of patch or something for them, or they'll just leave them as is. It doesn't really matter in the end. But yeah, sorry if this was kind of a shorter video. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am back. I do have some high hopes for the future. I may be a little bit busier because I do have a job and stuff like that, but I'm definitely going to try to upload a lot more than I have been recently because I was on that little break. Maybe I can do some collabs in the future. I do have some people in mind. I just have to hit them up and see what's up. Maybe they'd want to do it with me. We'll just have to see about that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!